Okay, welcome. We got a lot of ground to cover. We got a lot to. I've got a lot to show. We got a lot to talk about, and I don't know how long this video is going to be. It may be long. And again, I forgot to bring something to drink, so I'll just have to weather it. Anyway, the big reveal. The big reveal is now and is here. As you may know, our friend Evohaler, also known as Jai, is somewhat of an artist. And he has made many paintings, which can be seen on Facebook if you follow him there, or at least if he'll allow you to follow him. And he made a painting of a character from Red Dead Redemption, which was really, really awesome. If I can find a picture, I'll show it. So we got to talking about, how good he is as an artist and how he just does that very quickly and does the painting thing and out comes a human face. Now, I know something about making paintings and making art, and human faces are difficult because the human eye is very good at determining whether or not things are correct. And if things are slightly off, it's noticeable. The human eye, if you look at a human eye, the way it's drawn, most of the paintings that you look at and think, oh, there's something wrong with this, is the eyes aren't right. So Jai's very good at making. So I asked him, can you make me a painting? Or he asked me, you want me to make you a painting? I can't remember how it went exactly. And I said, yeah. So what would you like? And I said, I want Jimi Hendrix. Because I'm a Jimi Hendrix fan. I want Jimi Hendrix. So I pulled a picture off of the internet, which again, I'll try and find and post an image here. And he made me a painting. And it just came in. Today's the Friday. It just came in. It's a rather large package for a painting, and I don't know how. Oh, okay. How it's a box. The address is on this side, and I don't know why people don't show addresses online, because they're afraid that people will send them stuff. That's the whole point, isn't it? Anyway, in Nat's beautiful handwriting. Thank you, Nat, for the handwriting. He sent it to me. Today is Friday. I've gone to the gym as I always do on Friday, as you know. I went to visit my friend Mark, Lactobacillus Prime, and had a cup of coffee with him. Then I went to bought some T-bone steaks. No, I just bought one of them because I want to do a little food experiment with it. Anyway. And then this came. And I was thinking I'm going to do a video today, and this box just came in. So I'm going to open it with you here. I'm not going to point the camera at it. Jai said it was very fragile. It doesn't feel very fragile. So, but it's in perfect nick. Nothing happened to it. Just got to find a place where to put my knife in. There we go. Whoop. Oh, it's actually wrapping paper. It's sort of starry, shiny wrapping paper. And it's packed in a drone box. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing. Oh God. Taped together. Yeah, sorry for that. I'm not so used to receiving packages and opening them on camera. Come on. What's this now? Oh. Jesus. Made sure it was well packed. I'm in. Oh my god. Packing material. Okay. A 15-piece brush set with no brushes in. But thanks, Jai. That's great. A CD by Pavarotti, The Ultimate Collection. Yeah, that should clean up fine. I can put this in the car. I will. I'll put this in the car. A tape game for the Commodore. Camelot Warriors on tape, which I can actually load now. World Cricket. I'm going to learn how to play cricket. What the hell is this, man? An old nasty bag of some description. What am I supposed to do with this? What the hell is... Oh, wait a minute. This is like one of those things that you can put your brushes in, right? It looks unused, Jai. A purse. Maybe you should have sent it to Jeremy. A nice empty box. It's always good to have empty boxes. Of course, the painting is in here as well. It is empty. A nice empty box. It's a toner cartridge box. These are good to have. Some packing material with the actual painting inside. God damn, it's really good. It's really fucking good. Look at it. How about that? By Evohaler. Jimi Hendrix. This is off the album. I don't know the name of the album. How about that? Jesus, Giles. I mean, in detail, it doesn't come across, I think, on camera because it doesn't pick up all the detail. In detail, it's really, really good. Holy shit. It's really nice, Jai. Thanks. Really awesome. So if you want to own an Evohaler original, then just get in touch with him or get in touch with me. I'll act as his agent for free, and you can buy a painting from him. Just send him a high quality, high definition picture, and he'll reproduce it for you in ink. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Thanks. Great. Really, this is gonna go up in the game room so that I can see it at all. This is gonna be with me for the rest of my life. Right? That's what paintings do, right? Good paintings that you have something with, that you have a personal connection with. Here to stay. Dude. Oh, it's even signed. Aspen. Christ. Really good. Thanks, guy. I'll do away with all the crap later. Awesome. And some good music. It's Pavarotti. Could have been a Hendrix CD. So let's talk. Let's talk a little bit. I've been following E3. No, I've not been following E3 itself because I think there's a great website like E3 2019 recap that you can go to, and you can filter and you can select exactly the conferences and the videos that you want to see, and you can filter by manufacturer or by game type or whatever. And I did that. But all of these conferences, they were called press conferences, right? Remember that. So this is a conference where the press gathers together and there is a presentation of a new product or whatever. All of them that I've seen, I haven't seen all of them, but the ones that I've seen, they come across as very plasticky, very clinical, heavily scripted. The people that deliver the speeches are hardly ever capable of doing so in a fluent way. They look to be reading the text off a teleprompter. But the weirdest thing is that after every one or two sentences, there is applause. It goes, and today we're here to represent our new game. and our new game introduces technology. And you will be able to play it online. Now that's weird, because it feels to me like someone wants to emphasize the key points, so they don't trust their own content to do that for itself. So they sort of plan this weird applause, because we're looking at a press conference. I would expect the press, who take their journalistic presence like seriously as a member of the press, they wouldn't go wild over something, would they? If you're there to objectively observe what is being presented, and I mean, you can be enthusiastic for something, but as a journalist, what kind of journalist are you if you lose it over a presentation of something? That to me sounds weird. So it sort of feels pre-cooked, the whole thing. So that's why I have trouble watching it all, because most of these conferences last very long. And, if you have to have applause between every 2 sentences, you're going to have a very long lasting talk, which is not very interesting to look at. So I do appreciate like the overviews that people do. So there's a lot of people who watch and stay up and they do a little recap of a single conference, or the conferences by a single developer or whatever. Now, the range of responses that I've seen is, I mean, this E3 thing every year, it's the same thing. It's a reason for people to either upload angry rant videos. Oh, it's all cloud, and oh, it's all multiplayer, and it's all this that I don't like, and it's that I don't like. Fine, but it's all angry. Or the other spectrum. Now, the angry spectrum I can get. I get anger and I get displeasure. I understand. It's easier to express that in a video, as I'm sort of doing now. The other end is the overly enthusiastic responses that I've seen. Oh my God, what's happening to my life? What's happening to my life? I saw that. What's his name? Is his name Johnny? A happy video game nerd? No, what? Oh God, I forgot his name. He talks about this Nintendo thing, and he films his own reaction. Reaction videos are very popular. Films his own reaction to, you put one, I mean, Banjo-Kazooie appears in the new Mario Brothers Smash game, like the fighting game with all the characters. Oh my God, what's happening to my life? To see a cartoony character from one game put into another game, what's happening to my life? That kind of, I mean, I enjoy enthusiasm, and his enthusiasm is good. He makes me wonder about some games that I don't particularly like, but someone who is enthusiastic about something, I can really feel it, and they can even make me feel like, oh, I want to play this game just to see if I feel the same. But the extreme end of the spectrum, where someone completely loses their shit. There's this Swedish otaku. He did exactly the same video. He films himself, and I still can't figure out whether it's a sarcastic video or that it's real. I think it's sarcasm. But oh my God, oh what's happening? Same thing. Banjo-Kazooie is in one game, and poop, now they have him in this game. Oh my God! And then he does the oh my God thing, and then he says, well, I don't particularly care for this game, and I'm probably never going to play it, but I understand that it's really big, and oh my God. And I take the step back, and I look at this, and I think, what the hell are we doing? What are we looking at? I feel so detached from this kind of thing. I feel more with like the angry side, because these people actually have sort of take time to come up with an argument, but the oh my god, what's happening to my life video over a fucking Nintendo character from one game to the other, I don't get that. I really don't get that. That's not enthusiasm, that's just idiocy. Anyway, one thing about E3 that I have been following on a day-to-day basis is Dr. Disrespect. The good old Doc. The two-time 1993-1994 blockbuster video game champion. And international video game superstar. Jai told me about him. About Dr. Disrespect. He said, watch it. He's really funny. And I had already looked at him before. And I thought, this guy, someone who has the term disrespect in their name, I'm not going to be interested in that. But I did watch him anyway. And after a while, you see, okay, this is obviously an act. Like, an act with, like... a huge amounts of confidence, which is good, which I thought was good. I thought this is good for me to see someone who is overly confident, so overly confident that it's funny, that it's weird, but it kind of works, Fake it until you make it. Be that confident, and your confidence will grow. If you catch my drift, that was the reason that I thought it was funny. And he's a good entertainer. He's got like 3.6 million followers on Twitter, which is Twitch, which is a lot, right? There's a lot of people that follow him. I've watched some of his streams. I'd rather watch like the clips or the YouTube videos where the best of the entertainment is shown. Because basically, it's just the guy behind Dr. Disrespect is Guy Beam, and basically what he does is puts on a wig and glasses, and he lets himself go, right? He gets angry when he loses. I get angry when I lose, but the thing is, I blame myself. This guy and all of the other streamers, all of them, that are really, really good because they spend 10 hours a day playing a single game. Some of them have insane skills. They're really, really good. But there's one thing that none of them can do, and that is lose. When they lose, when someone else kills them, it's either desync, FPS, dropping frames, button combination, or my favorite one of all, that guy isn't playing the game right. None of them can say, oh shit, I lost. They can say it like Choco Taco. This guy has skills like no one can beat him. That's not entirely true, but because sometimes people just shoot him and he dies in the game. He plays a lot of PUBG and these first-person shooters. And someone will turn up and boom, he'll be dead. And then he'll say, oh, it's probably a stream sniper. It's probably a troll. And it's never, oh shit, I lost. Never. And I know how that feels. Now, I hate losing. I cannot stand losing. I rage when I lose. But I blame me because I'm not good enough. But all of these Twitch streamers, there's this Fanzor Rocks. He's the absolute pit. And he's really good at Arma 3. But not only is he a bad loser, but he's also a bad winner. When he wins, when he kills someone, he laughs at them and he makes jokes at their expense. And you're a stupid cunt. I told you. What an idiot. None of them have the maturity to you can do that when you're me, when no one's watching. But when you've got millions of people watching you, you have to be sort of, compose yourself. Right? You lose, so that's it. And this Choco Taku says, okay, losing's part of the game. And then he loses and they say, oh, this guy isn't playing the game right. Because he's on a hill and he's shooting people. And, but he's doing exactly the same thing. He's on a hill shooting people. Oh, that guy's playing the game right. Oh, he was probably waiting for me because he's a stream sniper. Anyway, why did I? Okay, so the Doc, a good entertainer on Twitch, but he breaks his mouse and his keyboard when he gets angry. But this time he said, okay, I'm going to go to E3 and I'm going to... He was invited by EA because they sponsor him, because I think he used to work there or something. I'm not entirely up to speed with the history. And he was going to do an in real life stream. So he was live streaming from his presence there. So this guy Beam, he's super tall, like over 2 meters, well over 2 meters tall. And he walks around there, and it's a large area. And this guy is used to entertaining on an area that is like yay big. And now it's a huge area. And nobody's particularly watching him. And his entertainment value just is just gone. He's just a guy in a wig all of a sudden. He's walking around, and of course people come up to him and they take pictures, and then he goes up to his one of his sponsors, G Fuel, and he shakes somebody's hand. I think it's like the G Fuel guy, and then he does some lifts of a water container. You're at G Fuel, isn't that a drink? And then you're lifting water all of a sudden. I don't know, but the entertainment was gone. It was just a guy in a weird suit. It looked stupid. And it was so lame that they decided to follow the Doc into the bathroom, into a public bathroom. And there were people there at urinals taking a leak. And we see these people and they film that. And of course, we're in the United States. We're not only in the United States, we're in California, where the privacy laws prohibit you from filming someone, probably especially in a bathroom. That was live streamed on Twitch, and Twitch doesn't allow you to do anything illegal, and this was apparently illegal. So what Twitch do, they banned his account. Now, if you go and look now, as we're filming, I've checked twice today, his Dr. Disrespect on Twitch, it's still there, but it's blocked. You can't see any videos, you can't follow him, you can't donate, nothing. And the Doc hasn't responded in any way, not on Twitter, not on Instagram, not on Facebook, nowhere. He's completely silent. And not only is his Twitch account banned, but the E3 organization revoked his pass, so he can't get back in. Unless probably he buys a ticket under his own name and doesn't film. I don't know. I thought that was... and everyone's talking about, oh, is it illegal or isn't it illegal? That's beyond the question. It is illegal. You can agree or disagree with the rules or whether that's fair. To be honest, the first thing that I thought, what's so horrible about filming people in a bathroom? Is that really? Do we not know that people go to the bathroom? Have we never? I've spent so much time in my life in public bathrooms. What's the deal? What I found shocking is that just the fact that they did it. That it's such. I mean, they were at such a low point. They probably realized that we're not having any impact. The Doc is completely out of his water and he's not entertaining anyone. So let's follow him into the bathroom. Normally they would have said, "Okay, guys, shut off and take a leak, and I'll see you when you come back out." That would have been enough. But to follow him, as you see it, he has this other goon with him, like a chubby boy, and they almost film over his shoulder. That's like schoolboy humor. You don't do that when you're a big Twitch star. It's just stupid. Anyway. E3, the only things that I was interested in basically was this Death Stranding game, which is not here, and Cyberpunk 2077, which is not here. I'm going to seriously consider buying those games if they are what I expect them to be. Just remember that we're in the hype phase now, and everyone is, I mean, we've seen it so many times. Let's just wait until the game is there, and let's play it. Let's see other people play it, and then decide whether it is good or not. Is it buggy? Is it complete? Is it I mean, maybe there are political decisions that we don't like. Just wait until it's here. I'm talking about political correctness, of course. But don't pre-order it. What's the difference? What's the difference between just buying it and pre-ordering it? Are you really afraid that by not pre-ordering, the game is not going to be there for you? Really? Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait again until the price drops. I mean, if you buy it on the PlayStation Network, you have to pay in advance. So I'm just going to wait until people are sick of it, and within a couple of weeks, it'll be available as used. You can buy it, for half the price, which is fair enough. And I always I've always done that. I've never ever, except Dragon's Lair, but I've hardly ever bought games new. I have Bayonetta 1 and 2. I bought those new on the Wii U, but I don't even know if I did, if that was new. That may have been used. I don't know. I've always bought used games. New games? Are you kidding? You know how expensive that is? Oh, I bought Commodore 64 games now. The like the Sam's Journeys and all that. Let's just move on, right? Because I think I had a nice bridge somewhere. But I've kind of lost it. I'll just talk about what I'm playing actually. I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS. I'll turn it on. It takes a little while. The new 3DS takes a long time to start. But I'm playing the 3DS version, which is exactly the same as the Wii version, and I've played it before. And I'm just starting to black screen. I'm just starting to understand the game. I'm just starting to you probably can't even see that. Anyway, playing it on the 3DS. I'm turning it off. It doesn't want to. It's an RPG, and I'm not particularly good at or successful at finishing RPGs, and this is an action RPG, and I've just I am always attracted to them, especially because they're so complicated. Now, to underline that, I've also been spending some time with my Wii U again, and I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I bought this. This is because I watched Sin Spacies on Twitch. Sin Spacies is an Australian YouTuber and Twitch streamer. Sin Spacies mean Spacies, he means Space Invaders. And he's been gaming ever since there was Space Invaders. But he was playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. He's streaming it. And this is such a huge game. And one of the reasons why it's, again, interesting now, because you've had, like, Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. Then there was Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. And I think on the Switch. There is Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS, and now there's Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Switch. Now, I haven't looked at it, but I can see that a lot of people are again getting drawn into the Xenoblade Chronicles kind of game, and it's... Look at how thick. This is a big, heavy guide. For Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, there is only a Japanese guide. That was never translated, which it definitely deserves to be translated. But I mean, game is so old, it's probably never going to happen. This one came with the extended edition. This is the collector's edition guide. If you bought the collector's edition of this game, it came with this book. It's a big, heavy book. It's like 300 something pages thick, and it's very 511, and it's all full color, of course. It's a very, very nice and very extensive guide. It's got everything in it, but you need to know the things. It's good to play, not story wise, but it's the way the battle system works. How else are you gonna learn? I mean, the game tells you, but when you want to defeat a larger enemy, you have to do like a chain attack with all of your team members, and you have to do a break and then a topple and a daze, and you have to do it in that order, and then you can defeat an enemy that is otherwise not defeatable. And from playing through the game a couple of times, I didn't get that. I thought, okay, first, I mean, a chain attack is when you all, this is what I thought, all do the same type of attack. So you all do like, and a type of attack is indicated by a color. So you all do a break, and then you all do a topple, and then you all do a daze. But that is not how it works, because you have to do that combination inside one attack. This is just one detail out of a million, right? They put you up against this huge boss, and very quickly everything stops and says, "Oh, okay, you're going to be able to look forward into time now, and you're going to see what kind of attack is coming, and you can run up to your teammate and warn them, and then tell them what to do." And then there's a bunch of other information that, of course, you're getting ready for this big fight because you've seen the big enemy, and now all of a sudden the attack starts, and you don't know what to do. And then you can go back to the information, and it'll sort of explain in a couple of sentences, like, oh, this is how it works. But you never learn. Now, if you look on YouTube for videos about Xenoblade Chronicles, there are videos, but they're not very many, and definitely not tutorial videos. And there's like this fandom wiki page that's supposed to have everything in it, but just finding the information required to play this game successfully is hard enough. And that's what I like. So I bought this guide. This guide that I have here in Europe is very, very difficult to find. If you can find it in Europe, it is very, very expensive. If you can find it in the United States, it's no problem to find it in the States. It's everywhere, and it's cheap. But then the shipping to here is like, it doubles the price easily. So I was lucky enough to find like two people who were offering this guide in combination with the game. So the first person, I contacted them and said, "Can I just buy the guide and I'll pay you good money for it?" I paid $25 for that guide. And they said, "Oh yeah, sure, that's no problem." And then it was quiet until I saw that the ad had been removed. And I wrote to them, said, I assume that the sale is not going through, that you've sold the item. So when were you going to tell me? Nothing. No response. And these are people with good ratings, So the next guy, exactly the same thing happened. He said, "Can I buy the guide for, I'll offer you $25 for it." "Sure, that's no problem." And then it took a day. And he waited a full day and said, his ad was still up. So I'm, again, what the hell's going on? Are we still on? I said, yeah, sure, just to transfer the money. So I did. And then the guide came, so I'm pretty happy. But it's hard to come by, and I have it. So I'm very happy. I've been reading through it, and I know what kind of detail to look for. You have to put probes in this game. You have to like explore. You have to select a section of a company, like a blade department that you want to belong to, and then you have to put probes on the map somewhere, and the type of probe will help you in battle, and it'll help you mine, and you have to be really smart with this game. And I'm not a smart man, but I want to. This is one of those things, I just want to I want to learn, and I want to prove to myself that I can do this. And as many times that I go on a mission like that, I want to prove to myself that I can do something and I can't, and it's frustrating. But this game has been on my calendar for so long now. I'm gonna definitely. The 3DS version. It has me coming back, because I'm sitting in the living room with that thing on my lap and thinking, okay, I can just have a little explore around, or have a little battle with, and then liking it. So other stuff. My throat is drying up. Other stuff I bought: Borderlands 2. I didn't have this game, so I was on a mission with Mark, buying stuff, and I just wanted to buy something, and I noticed that I didn't have Borderlands 2, and this is the Game of the Year edition. So I now have Borderlands Game of the Year edition and Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition, and lo and behold, E3 Borderlands 3. So I kind of felt like, okay, it's good that I have this now. Oh, this is the Borderlands. This is the one that I started playing once, but never finished. This game I started playing, Nier Automata. What a weird game. What a weird game. I am like the first hour in. I'm very, very fresh. But the start of the game has you in every game mode that oh, sorry. I thought the camera. It has you in every game mode, like a top-down shooter, flying around, running around. It's crazy, but in the end, it's a Square Enix game. It's a JRPG, action JRPG, and you're fighting like huge monsters. I felt completely detached, because I mean, I had the thing on automatic, and it was fighting things automatically. It felt like if I did nothing, I would win as well, but I have it on easy, of course. I'm just starting, but it's an impressive kind of experience, especially the different game modes that are there. One weird thing, though, and I'm pretty sure that everyone's that started this game. Oh, wait a minute! I got a broken case. I got a case of the broken case. Shit, I hadn't even. Oh, wait a minute! That's my old game. Sorry. Anyway, so this is that point in the game. You've been slaying robots. You've been picking up their parts, and I don't go in my inventory and see what I've collected. You just do what the game expects you to do, and collect shit, and then you find this little camp, and there's a guy where you can buy and sell stuff. The typical thing. So you go through your inventory the first time, and you see some stuff that you recognize, some stuff that you don't recognize, but it's a very techie kind of thing. So there's also chips in your inventory, and this chip, I'm looking at this chip, in the inventory. Oh, this is required to run an Android. Oh, okay. So I've probably destroyed a couple of Androids and picked up this chip. So let's sell it, because he doesn't need it anymore. So I sold it, and that immediately ends the game, because you've just sold your own chip, apparently your own CPU. And if you sell that, the game just ends. It's just game over. You're dead. You have to start over. What the hell? And I can remember seeing someone do that as well. It's just so long ago that I didn't remember it. It's just an item in your inventory. If you sell that, you're dead. There's no special marking. There's no special section, whatever. It just says chip. Sell, yes, no? Stupid. It must be a Square Enix joke. I don't know. That's a game that I've had for so long, and I've never tried. And I just wanted to try it out. It's just a weird experience. But there's nothing in there so far that had me going, I don't want to go back. So I probably will. I've already had some fights. They do this. They do the scaling very, very well. some of the enemies are so huge, and it comes across very well. So that's a game worth playing if you have it. It's still expensive. After all this time, it's still an expensive game. So that must say something about the quality of it. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. I've filled 20 minutes twice. I know that because my camera shut off twice. One last thing that I want to end on. I think one of the things I got a message from Mark asking me, what's up with Cojones Deloro YouTube channel. I said I'm not sure that I know what you're talking about. So I went on YouTube and I saw that his channel was gone. This channel contains no content. Now that is a change from what it used to be, because that channel used to have content. So he shut down his channel. And I'd already seen that Daz had, I think it's on Twitter, he had an account which was obviously his, but it was called In My Owned, and I didn't really understand, but that's just I don't know, In My Owned. I didn't get it, but then I saw that he made a YouTube channel called In My Own Head. So Daz has started over. He's thrown away all of his subscriptions, all of his videos, all of his content is gone, and he's starting over with a new channel, In My Own Head. Give it a whirl. He's uploaded 2 videos, like a trailer video and like a first video where you basically see his own head. Apparently, he's bought a green lycra suit. This was funny. I'm not done yet. Okay, I've got one last thing to say. I have a green screen. I've experimented with green screen before. If you are a fan of the channel, or if you've been here before, you know that I've done some green screen stuff. I've not been very successful with it, but I've just moved my green screen to my back, basically, when I'm using my PC, so that if I stream, I can make my background transparent. Never worked. Again, I've moved it. The lighting, the material, the color of the green screen, it's off and it's not working. So I was Googling around and looking for a green screen, and I saw this full body green lycra suit. I just saw it. I think, look at that. But that's useful, if you want to be in the picture, full body, to hold something or do something, but you don't want to be actually in the picture, you have to have a green screen suit, right? That's what they do in the movies as well. And what do you know? I thought, I'm never going to buy that, but Daz apparently did. So I'm just imagining him getting into that suit to film. I don't, they must come in different sizes. But what I didn't get, Daz, if you're going to put on a suit, why do you just film your head? I don't get it. What's the rest of your body isn't even in the shot. So that suit can be comfortable. I take it off next time and just film your head. It'll be fine. Anyway, I hope that Daz does his thing. I'm sure that every subscriber that he had, or that he that was worth having, will be back to the new channel. I wish him a lot of luck, but I wish that he finds something that will make him feel good about what he's doing with the channel. So I hope to see a lot of your videos, Daz. I'm sure they will be up, and I wonder what they will be about. But if you're going to talk about stuff in your head, don't mind me speaking mine. But we'll see where we end up. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.